Thank you for coming back from New Hampshire. I wanted to talk about discretionary spending a second, which we think of as the money that Congress can choose every year. I think this year it's $900 billion, give or take a few billion here or there.
Yep.
So the $3 million TT flying the bayou is that big a deal. I call it chump change. But $500 billion of that is our defense budget, roughly, this year. It goes up every year, not counting Iraq, which is another $400 billion. Now we're talking about real money.
Yep.
By the way, a billion is 1,000 million. Just everybody picture 500 billion, which is 500,000 billion. Now you're talking about real money. What I'd like to know is, since I kind of accept the fact that Congress, it's very hard to go backwards in this world, but we can reallocate. Going a little lateral move. Can we take some of that defense 500 billion, now that the Cold War is over? We don't have battlegrounds anymore. F-16s are nice, but why build 22s, whatever they are, for 300 million a piece that don't work? The F-16s are around forever. The question is, can we reallocate a little bit of that money, just 15% or so, which is only $67 billion, throw it into health, education, welfare, environment, domestic things, help ourselves out? Because $500 billion is huge money for the 6,000 nuclear weapons that we still have. Each one is 150 times more powerful than the one that hit Hiroshima. Think about it.
I got you.
What are we doing?
Thank you. Very briefly, the point is well made. And the worst and most egregious of the pork barrel spending is in the defense appropriations bill, because it's the Willie Sutton syndrome. They asked Willie Sutton why he robbed, because that's where the money is. So, as you mentioned, the money is in the appropriations bills. First thing I would do is eliminate the earmarking in pork barrel spending. And the second thing I would do is stop these cost overruns, which have become epidemic. There's recently a Navy ship that was supposed to cost $160 million. It's up to $400 million, and it's only half done. I mean, the cost escalations are completely out of control. Then I would have an in-depth study of the weapon systems we need and we don't need to fight this new kind of conflict that we are in. Well, friends, I just want to tell you this. I promise you this. We didn't even get into the spending thing, which has become so obscene that Americans are lost all confidence in us. The first pork barrel bill that comes across my desk as President of the United States, I will veto it and make the author of those pork barrel projects famous.